Early in-person voting starts in Massachusetts in just 2 days. That's this Saturday. So tonight, we continue our series on the ballot questions to help you better understand what you're voting on.
Yeah, we're talking about question 4 today. It deals with the legalization and regulation of certain psychedelic drugs. Now, advocates say those hallucinogens have shown promise in clinical research trials for folks battling everything from opioid use disorder to mental health conditions. But opponents worry that a yes vote here could be dangerous.
Once I tried it, I couldn't believe it. I had this moment of clarity, like that I must be onto something here.
Marine Corps veteran and Somerville native Mike Botello struggled with PTSD, health ailments, and drug use after serving in the 1991 Gulf War and the Balkans. He says his life was spiraling out of control when a friend suggested he try psilocybin, more commonly known as magic mushrooms.
Really, it is like a moment of clarity when you do this, but it's something that sticks with you. It's not just a moment. The clarity stays with you.
I wanted to show to my friends.
Botello is one of several veterans speaking out in support of question 4, which, if approved, would allow 5 psychedelics, psilocybin, psilocin, mescaline, DMT, and ibogaine, to be grown, shared, used at home, and offered by licensed professionals in a clinical setting. And it would also create a commission to regulate those substances. The therapeutic use centers won't open until at least April of 2026, but personal use would be legalized this December, which is a chief concern for some opponents.
For the first 18 months to 2 years, the only thing that you could possibly do is grow at your house. You would be self-medicating. It is dangerous, particularly for the folks that they are saying need it the most.
Dr. Nasir Gami, president of the Massachusetts Psychiatric Society, is opposed to question 4.
The psychiatrists and physicians in this state don't oppose it because of possible medical benefits. We oppose it because it's for-profit legalization, which would harm the public health.
Psychedelics are associated with some substantial harms. Psilocybin and mescaline may trigger adverse reactions for those with pre-existing mental health issues. Ibogaine can cause heart problems, and DMT, which is found in ayahuasca, may have lasting neurological effects on people who take it.
A young lady in her early 20s who took ayahuasca, took it twice, and got it for mild depression, had never been diagnosed or treated before, got very severely depressed, psychotic, delusional hallucinations, hospitalized for 6 months. She became catatonic, couldn't talk, move, eat, or drink.
Should something like this pass, it would offer 2 opportunities that I don't think are currently available.
Dr. Roxanne Sholivar is a psychiatrist who supports question 4. She's worked on studies looking at psilocybin-assisted therapy for patients with cancer. She supports supervised use, where people who take the psychedelics would be monitored by a trained facilitator. And she believes legalization would help people feel more comfortable discussing their experiences with their doctors.
I have so many patients asking me about psychedelics. Because these substances are illegal and have the significant criminal penalties, both patients and providers like myself are quite limited in how free we can be to talk about what it means to do something like this.
Now, it's worth noting that while this question would legalize certain hallucinogens, several Massachusetts cities, including Cambridge, Medford, Salem, and Somerville, have already decriminalized some hallucinogens in the past recent years.